The Ed Sullivan Theater, home of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, was charged with anticipation as the house band kicked into its jazzy intro, the audience roaring for the night's star guest, Mark Wahlberg, the Boston-born action star turned producer, there to promote his latest film, a high-octane thriller about redemption and family. At 54, Wahlberg's chiseled physique and streetwise charm still commanded the stage, and the crowd, a mix of loyal fans and late-night enthusiasts, erupted as he strode out, flashing his signature grin. Stephen Colbert, with his sharp wit and mischievous glint, welcomed him with a playful jab about Wahlberg's relentless work ethic. "Mark, you're in like 10 movies a year. Do you ever take a day off?" The audience laughed, and Wahlberg chuckled, settling into the guest chair with a nod. The interview began smoothly, with Wahlberg sharing gritty behind-the-scenes stories from his film and his passion for faith-based projects. But the mood shifted when Colbert pivoted to a spicier topic, referencing a viral X post where Wahlberg had criticized Hollywood's politically correct culture. "Mark, you've called out the industry for being too cautious," Colbert said, his tone teasing but pointed. "Are you saying Hollywood's lost its edge, or is this just you being the tough guy from Southie?" Wahlberg's grin faded, his eyes narrowing as he leaned forward. "I'm saying people want real stories, not scripts written by committee to avoid offending anyone," he replied, his Boston accent thick with conviction. The audience murmured, sensing the tension. Colbert, known for pushing boundaries, pressed further, citing critics who claim Wahlberg's tough-talking persona is a relic in today's inclusive Hollywood. "Some say your say it like it is vibe doesn't fit anymore," Colbert said, his smile tightening. Wahlberg's jaw clenched. "Doesn't fit? I've been telling stories for 30 years, some movies that hit people in the gut. That's what fits, not your woke talking points." The crowd gasped, some clapping, others stunned. As the exchange grew heated, Colbert tried to diffuse with a quip about Wahlberg's dead days, but it fell flat. "You invited me here to talk about my work, not to be your culture war pinata," Wahlberg snapped, his voice rising. The studio fell silent, producers signaling frantically off-camera. Then came the moment that would set the internet ablaze. Colbert, sensing a viral moment, suggested Wahlberg's old-school views might alienate younger audiences. "Alienate?" Wahlberg fired back, unclipping his microphone. "I'm not here to play your game, Stephen. I'm done with this nonsense." He stood, strode off the set, and tossed a parting shot. "Call me when you want a real conversation." The audience erupted, half cheering, half shocked as Colbert stammered, "Well, Mark's got a flight to catch," before cutting to commercial. Within minutes, clips flooded X, with hashtags like #WahlbergWalks and #ColbertClash trending globally. Posts amplified the drama, with users calling it Mark's epic takedown, though some, like a Burlington Gazette note on similar stories, warned such moments can be hyped for clicks. News outlets ran wild, with headlines like "Mark Wahlberg removed from Late Show," fueling rumors of a ban. Despite no official confirmation, the clash wasn't just a TV memento, it was a cultural firestorm, exposing the rift between Hollywood's gritty realists and its modern provocateurs. The fallout from Mark Wahlberg's dramatic walk-off from The Late Show with Stephen Colbert was a media maelstrom that swept across platforms by evening. X was a war zone, with users posting grainy clips of Wahlberg's exit, captioned with phrases like "Mark just shut down Colbert's BS," and "Wahlberg's had enough." Hashtags like #WahlbergWalks and #ColbertClash trended alongside #StephenFumbles, reflecting a polarized public. Fans praised Wahlberg for standing up to what they saw as a media ambush, while critics called him oversensitive, tweeting, "Wahlberg can't handle a real question." Action star meltdown. TikTok videos, like one syncing his mic drop to a dramatic beat, racked up millions of views, fueling the narrative of a star fed up with scrutiny. News outlets like TMZ and Variety ran breathless recaps, some exaggerating the incident as a removal from the show, though no credible evidence supported this, echoing skepticism about clickbait-driven stories. Colbert's team issued a statement that night, framing the clash as a lively exchange and emphasizing his commitment to thought-provoking interviews. Wahlberg, true to his no-nonsense persona, stayed silent at first, but at a gym opening in Los Angeles days later, He offered a cryptic comment, "I say what I mean, and I don't play games for ratings." The remark, shared widely on X, fueled his image as a straight-shooting icon. Behind the scenes, CBS was in crisis mode, with insiders reporting tense meetings about how to handle the fallout. Some producers pushed to invite Wahlberg back, citing his draw as a guest, while others feared a repeat would tank ratings. The incident tapped into a deeper cultural divide, the scrutiny faced by stars who speak bluntly, especially one like Wahlberg, whose faith and working-class roots have shaped his public image. Cable news debates raged, with some pundits arguing Colbert's questions were fair, while others saw them as a jab at Wahlberg's authenticity. The clash also reignited discussions about Hollywood's cultural shift, with fans and activists rallying behind Wahlberg's call for real stories. "Mark spoke for everyone tired of Hollywood's preaching," one ex-user tweeted, sparking thousands of retweets. Colbert faced scrutiny, with some praising his boldness, others accusing him of baiting Wahlberg for clicks. His next broadcast was closely watched, with Colbert addressing the incident with a forced laugh. "Well, Mark gave us a show, but I'm still hearing Mick on." The quip drew mixed reactions, with ex-users calling it damage control. The controversy became a mirror for broader tensions, between authenticity and media polish, between traditional grit and modern sensibilities. Community leaders hosted forums on media ethics, using the clip to discuss how stars are framed. The incident inspired fan art, with a viral mural in Boston depicting Wahlberg with the words, "Keep it real." For Wahlberg, the clash was a double-edged sword. It cemented his image as a principled rebel but risked alienating a broader audience. For Colbert, it was a test of his hosting resilience. The public couldn't stop talking, with rumors of a backstage blow-up and unverified but Jewish keeping the story alive. Weeks after Mark Wahlberg's explosive walk-off from The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the incident had become a cultural juggernaut, dominating conversations from X to global newsrooms. The viral clip was inescapable, racking up millions of views on YouTube and TikTok, with one video captioned "Wahlberg burns Colbert" gaining traction for its dramatic close-up of his mic drop. On X, hashtags like #WahlbergStrong and #ColbertClash fueled heated debates, with fans posting gifs of Wahlberg's exit captioned, "When you're done with the media circus," while critics argued he'd overreacted to fair questions. "Wahlberg's a star, but that was a diva move," one user tweeted, sparking thousands of replies. The polarized response mirrored broader tensions, between a star's right to set boundaries and a host's drive for provocative content. The clash prompted a wave of introspection about late-night TV's role in the culture wars. Articles in The Hollywood Reporter and The Atlantic analyzed the incident as a symptom of a media landscape that thrives on confrontation, with one columnist writing, "Wahlberg's walk-off wasn't just about Colbert, it was a rebellion against a system that demands stars perform for clicks." Some pointed to Wahlberg's history of candid interviews, like his reflections on faith and discipline, suggesting that he's open to tough questions when asked respectfully. Others saw his reaction as a powerful rejection of sensationalism, echoing his critiques of Hollywood's cautious culture. The controversy sparked nostalgia for Wahlberg's gritty roles, with fans flooding social media with clips of The Departed and The Fighter, celebrating his authenticity. Wahlberg leaned into his work, avoiding direct comment but hinting at the drama in a charity event speech. "I'm here for stories that hit hard, not headlines that sell." His film's box office soared, with fans citing the clash as a reason to support him. "Mark's fighting for what's real," one ex-post read, shared thousands of times. Colbert, meanwhile, faced a tougher road. His next episodes were scrutinized for signs of caution, with viewers noting a softer tone in his guest interviews. A source close to the show claimed producers were rethinking the edgy approach, wary of losing other high-profile guests. The removed rumor, fueled by sensational headlines like "Mark Wahlberg banned from Late Show," persisted, though no credible evidence emerged, echoing warnings about clickbait scams. The incident also ignited discussions about class and power, with some arguing Colbert's questions carried an implicit challenge to Wahlberg's working-class roots. He wasn't just questioning Mark's views, he was questioning his place in today's Hollywood, one ex-user posted, sparking a wave of support. Community organizations hosted panels on media representation, using the clip to discuss how blue-collar voices are framed. The Clash inspired grassroots campaigns, with hashtags like #StandWithMark encouraging fans to share stories of defying scrutiny. In schools, teachers used the incident to spark discussions about authenticity and resilience, with one viral lesson plan quoting Wahlberg's "No Games" line. The incident's cultural afterlife included podcasts dissecting late-night dynamics and a viral SNL skit parodying a host scrambling after a guest's exit. For Wahlberg, The Clash solidified his image as a principled rebel. For Colbert, it was a reminder that even the sharpest host can misjudge a guest's limits. The public wrestled with questions of truth versus spectacle in a media world that thrives on both. Months after Mark Wahlberg's seismic walk-off from The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the incident remained a cultural milestone, etched into 2025's pop culture landscape as a symbol of conviction and authenticity. The clip had become a touchstone, referenced in everything from late-night monologues to TikTok trends, with Wahlberg's "I'm done with this nonsense" line spawning t-shirts, memes, and a mural in Boston's South End. His film became a box office